Time to get down to business. Let's spot. Before we do that, there's 8 special type of stains. You already know about the light microscope and the electron microscope, but here comes the 8 special stains. If you are trying to spot something, you want to have a little bit of a bait for it, that would be known as a vital stain, a bait for the type of cell in the body using Toluidine Blue. And remember, that would reel in the macrophages as part of the immune system. Second one would be a reaction. So if you cannot bait it in, you want to react to it with something that would cause it to be revealed. That would be Toluidine Blue, and you can find that in mast cells or even in the nervous system. Number 3 would be iron hematoxylin, and what's so unique about that is, I want you to think of iron like dumbbells at the gym. So if you have 2 of them and you crisscross them, that would be exactly like a pillar or a cross found within the cell. The centrioles or the gym, you need power, so that would be the mitochondria. So you'll need iron hematoxylin to be able to spot the mitochondria. Number 4 would be silver. Now think of Mr. Golgi or Golgi, wherever you're from, and that packaging system for your proteins. And Golgi couldn't get gold, it ended up going for silver. When was the last time you had cotton candy? Fun fact, has a different name for it, depending on the language that you might want to look that up just for fun. And while in the body, the cotton candy will be named PAS, PAS. To spot what? To spot the sugar, the glycogen, for example, in the liver, as seen here. Then let me ask you something. When you think of bread, how many names can you think of it, depending on the culture you've been to? Naan, paratha, pancakes, the list goes on. Well, if you go to Sudan, it's no different. They have their own Gr8, hope I'm not butchering that, and they use it as a foundation. It's brown, just like most bread would be, as a foundation for the fat and the meat to be put on top while you're having the meal. And if you ever paid them a visit, remember there's 3 things: the desert trip, the Gr8, and the fats that you'll have on top. So Sudan 3 would come in stain that would be used for fat, to detect fat, and that's what it looks like. Hard to forget, orangey-like or brown-like in color. Move on to elastin or elastic. If Mr. Waldo wants to hide somewhere, he will definitely hide there, and you probably need it around your aorta, which is the blood vessel that comes out of the heart, and you need it to be elastic so for it to recoil. It's probably hard to see. Or-Cein. You heard that right. Or-Cein is the name of the stain that you will use to see the elastic fibers. And finally, coming down to pretty toxic chemical. I mean, you don't put it in the body, you would probably test it outside to be able to find Waldo, would be Osmic Acid, and that is used for the nervous system. Well, that would be the list of the different tools that we can use to spot Waldo. So tag along, and just remember, if you already have a background in science of histology, then by all means, challenge yourself, spot them all, detect them, label them, the list goes on. If you're doing this for fun, then go ahead and find Waldo. Put in down below the minute or the second where you found or you were able to spot Waldo. Enjoy it. See you soon.